when she was born, she was perfect. The only problem was her bilirubin levels that just kept rising. At her pediatric appointment, they referred us to Children's Hospital, and she was 4 days old when we first went there. The doctor came out and told us that she had biliary agenesis, and the only option is a liver transplant. They said that it had to happen or else she wouldn't live to see her first birthday. She was in pain. Her skin was yellow and bronzed, her eyes were yellow, her belly was getting enlarged. As new parents, we didn't know anything else.
We are sometimes meeting patients and families when they're in crisis mode. We're sometimes delivering what might be the worst news that they've ever heard. I give every one of them the same promise, and I don't take it lightly, and that is that I will always, always tell them the truth, and that we'll be with them every single step of the way.
The first question that I try to answer as part of the transplant evaluation, do I think technically the child is well enough to have a liver transplant? If the answer to that question is yes, then really my job is to try to figure out how best to make that happen and discuss with the family what those transplant options are.
The best option was to have a full liver because there was nothing to work with for her system.
There's a certain point that you want to be placed on the list because they think you have the best chance of receiving an organ.
It's a national list, and organs are allocated based on a score, which is supposed to reflect how sick a patient is. The sickest patients get organs first because of the very specifics of her disease. Olivia was going to need a liver transplant sooner rather than later. We listed her for transplant and transplanted her relatively quickly.
It's liver day.
I put Olivia to bed. It was around 8:15 that my phone started ringing, and I picked it up, and it was her transplant coordinator. She was like, "We have a liver for Olivia." It's the news we've been praying for and waiting for. It's such a mix of emotions because you know that somebody had to die because of that, to make that decision.
But when I saw Megan answer and I could tell what it was, I think time froze for a split second because I knew exactly what that call was about.
Right around 8 or 9 hours, the surgeon came out and said she did amazing. Within maybe 30 or 40 minutes, from our view, we could see her bed come in. And the biggest thing for us was looking through that window and just seeing her legs just kicking on that bed. And
yeah.
It's been a blessing for me to be part of it, to see them go from being sick to being healthy and well, trying to treat them as if they were part of your family and then watch them get better is kind of why we do what we do.
She's almost 4.5 years post-transplant, and she has been such a blessing.
She's a very thoughtful little girl.
Thoughtful, yeah.
She has her own big personality.
I'm Dr. Sundaram.
Being with Children's was life-changing. They saved our baby. I mean, there's no other place that I would even dream of where this journey has taken us.
We went to hospital, but we found a family.
She fills the space with her smile. I hope that as she goes forward, she will honor her donor by spreading that kind of joy in the world. And if who she is a little girl today is any indication of who she's going to be as a grown-up, then I think the world is a pretty great place, because when I get to spend a few minutes with Olivia, I feel better about where the world is today.